Good morning, folks. We just woke up here somewhere in the Middle East, and this is the eyes of Cleopatra. All right, we are here in where are we at right now, Ali? Where? Look at this.
Africa.
Okay, we are here in Cairo, Egypt. Look at this beautiful room. This is the room of my kids. Beautiful Airbnb in the middle of Cairo. And this is our bedroom right here. There's my beautiful Nefertiti. And we are going around today to see the beautiful pyramids right after
The intro.
Alright guys, we are going out our old building. Look at this, the lift. This is an old building, guys. Right here, look. Fifth.
They call it lift here.
Let's go. Look at this old school
It's British now.
elevator. They call it the lift. Come here.
Dude, the thing messed up my hair in the
Right,
shower.
guys.
It made it hard.
Look. Look at this.
I'm sorry, sir.
And
Mom,
then
they
press
say sir after 0.
0.
I'm sorry, sir. Don't do that.
Okay, it's not moving. Press 2.
It's because you had to press the key thing.
Oh yeah, the key. Use your key.
Wala tayo nun.
Okay, we're going out. It's not working. Let's go. Okay, we reached the bottom of this. This is the lift downstairs. Everything is under construction. Look at this. But the rooms are pretty clean. Look at the streets of Egypt right here. Ooh. Look how old this is. Beautiful. Let's see. Pretty cold day today. Pretty cold. Let's go. Alright guys, we are waiting for the tour guide. He's already here talking to Anna, but right here we're trying to see this old building right here. And this is really surreal. The feeling here is surreal, unbelievable. I can't explain. I can't believe we are here in the streets of Cairo. Go, I'll tour you around today. Look at this traffic, early morning traffic right there. Alright, so here is our bus right here, the tour. So let's go. Right, that's our security. Look at this. Oh my god. Let's go. So we are heading to the pyramids. Pyramids of Giza. So let's go, guys. Alright.
Because I was telling John,
Nile River.
I don't know the feeling about just reading about it in the Bible, and then there's the actual, seeing the actual place. You know, it makes it feel real.
Yes.
That it really exists. I couldn't shake that feeling off.
Nile River right there.
It's the Nile River. I think this is the Cairo Towers, right?
Exactly.
I'm like Cairo Towers.
I mean, it's a traditional thing that in iftar for Ramadan, so we are fasting. I mean, Muslims are fasting from sunrise to sunset. So at sunset, Like the first thing to go to your stomach is preferably to be dates. Yes. Actually, because it's somehow sugary and you are needing for some sugar and stuff.
Okay.
Yes, so it's like like a
Man, the pyramids right there.
1 minute view.
Wow.
okay.
Ooh. There, look. Ali, look. Man, the pyramids. Shukran. Shukran Allah. Where is the pyramid? With Diffa right here. Diffa and Ahmad Ali.
Ahmad Ali.
Beautiful. Man, this is unbelievable. Look at all the tourists here. Man. Beautiful. Man. We are getting in the Pyramid of Giza. Wow, look at this. The line. Unbelievable. Look at this. Look at all these people here taking photos. There we go. Beautiful spot. Okay, after checking in, we are going inside the building. Maybe riding a shuttle. Look how busy this is. Look at this. Busy place, busy spot. A lot of tourists, a lot of people. Check it out.
Those are the three pyramids, okay? That's a great one. It's missing a part from the top. And that's the second one at the top. It still have a limestone covering. So you can imagine now that the three of them, they were all covered in limestone.
Oh, limestone.
Yes. So they are gone except for the second one. So it's like a father, son, grandson. Like, I mean, to the three of them. Okay, so each and every pyramid, I mean, it was a tomb for the king. So we are here in the west side. So let's imagine that the king died at the east side in his palace. So he will be, I mean, the body will be moved through the Nile till the temple, and the mummification will be happened in the temple. Then they will go inside the pyramid. So yes, so each and every pyramid, it's having a way, and it's having two temples. So you can see this from this side. Let's go this side and see those temples.
What does it mean, you know?
Oh, look at this.
So now you can imagine. So we are in the west side. Here's the line. So when the king dies, I mean, the body, it comes here and it goes here for 70 days. They are doing the mummification process. It takes from 40.
So they have to mummify first.
The mummification process.
They don't bury it right away.
Yes, exactly. It takes around 40 to 70 days in this mummification process. Then he can go, I mean, the body can go inside the pyramid. The other temple, which is directly in front of the pyramid, that's not for mummification. I mean, that's like you can go to pray to the king at this temple. I mean, so that's why each and every pyramid it's having two temples. So for now, I mean, all of these temples they are destroyed except for the mummification temple for the second pyramid. This one. So at the end of the tour, we're gonna be watching the Sphinx and this temple. So that's the only temple that we're still having from the whole complex. I mean, for the temples. And you can see here, Tia, that there are some small pyramids. Ali, can you see this? Can you see these small pyramids next to the great one? Yes, that goes for Queen and the Princess.
How many pyramids are there?
I mean, three. There are 9 pyramids.
Including the small ones.
Including the small one, 9. 9 pyramids, yes. So these small pyramids, they are for queens like this here. Yes, like this. That's for queen, like this mother, sister, female.
Queen.
Yes, yes. So they are having the same. So right now, we will gonna have our tour that begins from the 3rd pyramid, then second one, and the first one, then the 6th, then we go out. So we're gonna have it there. Yes, actually you are.
So there's a line for the bus that will take you to the all 3 pyramids, starting with the smallest one, and we are going inside the biggest pyramid today, the Grand Pyramid. But they just changed the procedure on how to go around the pyramids 2 days ago. So this is just the 3rd day, so they're having a bus to tour you around. I'm still looking for the camels and the horse. Cool. Alright, so we're going inside the bus. VIP bus right there. Go inside, Ali. Okay. Need to see the pyramids. So we are getting near the pyramids right here. Look at this. It's a real pyramids, bro. How'd you like it? Inside the bus. Wow, we are already here. Unbelievable. Oh wow. This is really the pyramid.
This one, it looks much more higher than the great one, but actually it's not higher. So it's built over a high point, but it's not higher. And I mean, for this king, he can't build more higher pyramid, but it's a matter of respect for his father. So for his father, for King Khufu, I mean, for the first complete shape of the pyramid, it's missing around 8 meters from the top.
What happened?
Actually, it's the nature. 2, 1, go.
Picture daw niya.
Maganda ba? First pyramid. Unbelievable. Look at this.
actually, this
Up
one
close.
is built without any, without any cement, without any metals, and they are putting the huge stones, at the bottom, and for the less one at the top. So it takes them around 26 years in order to build this one, and it takes around 100,000 workers. So it was like a national project, like all the Egyptians at this time, they were all building this pyramid to be a tomb for the king. So they do believe in this. So in the afterlife, the king will be allowing them to go with him to the afterlife. That's why it was like a national project, and all of the Egyptians, they are in this project, So it takes them around 6 months each and every year, because there is a flood. So the flood is coming twice a year. So they are only free for 6 months per year. So that's why it takes around 26.
So these are limestones. Wow. The one from the top right there. The limestone. Right here. Nice. Man, this is so cool. This is so cool. So cool.
That's why it's having the same shape as the boat. Actually, they were two. So scientists discovered 2 of these boats. So actually, that's the boat. So when the king died in the east side in his palace, he goes to the west side of the Nile by a boat. So this boat is for transporting or moving the body of the king from the east to west, and they have to bury it here in order to be used in afterlife as well. Yes. So. Let's do
So these are the queen's pyramids, where the queens are being buried. Burial pyramids. Only queens. Only queens are buried here. Ano pangalan nito? Ano tour guide? Diva.
Find everything inside the tomb, and that was so rare to find. A full tomb. And you know why? So there is also another one here. You can check.
For the boat.
Oh, these are boats.
Boat for his mother. Yes, she's called
Underworld.
so for Hatep. So actually, it will be shown in the Grand Egyptian.
Okay, this is where Mr. Beast went in. My kid says right here. Oh wow. Check it out. Let's go. Beautiful sights.
Hey, smile. Omar. Ali. Kami nandun magpinihaw. Baby, tara. Mas family tayo.
So it's the opposite direction. So it's looking this way. So we're going to read it this way. So we're going to read it. So let's imagine that here it was a bird and it was looking this way. So that means that we're going to read it this way, from right to left. Okay? And the opposite, if the bird is looking this way, so we're going to read it this way. But like 70% of the time it's from right to left. And if it's in rows, so if it's from top to bottom, from right to left. That.
Going inside. I can fit there?
Yes, sure.
Go inside. Look at this. Alright. Okay.
Not going anywhere, okay?
Under. Wow. Look at this.
So that's the main sarcophagus.
Going out the tunnel. Let's go. Okay, we will have camel photos now. All right. This will be great. All right. So we are at the Yan Al Khalili.
So it's having 2 layers. That's called the mashraba. It's 2 layers of food. So people inside can see what is the person outside. We are outside. We cannot see who is inside.
Oh,
So
okay.
yes, that's called privacy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it's called the mashraba. That's Islamic style.
This is Yana. Okay, we are walking at the Yana Al Khalili. Probably will have some lunch right now. I don't know where to.
Oh, yeah.
Famous markets.
Okay, let's run for it.
Ganda din. Ganda ba tayo? Hindi. Look at this. I don't know. Yeah, of course. Ano mo na? Saan tayo kain? Libre mo na lang yun.
Recommendation.
We can try the shawarma.
Shawarma? Kumakain ka ba shawarma? Hindi. Indoors. Ali, kita mo si Messi yan. Look so big. Al Khalili. Okay, we're looking for souvenirs. Wow. How much are this?
You want to be in dollar or in Egyptian pound?
Egyptian.
In Egyptian pound,
Yeah.
it's 2,500.
2,500.
Yeah, you have.
Can you bring this in airplane?
Yeah, no problem. Because
Airplane?
this all brass. No problem. This all brass.
Okay.
Understand? I have. You want more small? I have.
Yeah, small.
something like this.
2,500. Oh, this is good.
This 400.
Look at this. Look at this moose.
Pharaonic time, and then Thebes also at the Pharaonic time, and then Alexandria at the Greco-Roman time, and then Cairo at the Islamic time.
Look at this moose. Wait, we're going under the underpass, going to the other side to grab some shawarma. Let's see. Oops. Get back to you. Okay, found it. Okay. Found it.
Prices and tell you. Okay, so I'm good, but I'm just checking the prices.
Okay. Last stop for today. Egyptian Museum. Right here. Egyptian Museum. There, so getting in first. Alright, we are here. The famous Egyptian Cairo Museum right there. Yes, let's go. Beautiful, beautiful.
Picture.
Beautiful.
Sit down. Kaya. O, tumayo lang kayo.
In 1901. Yes. So we are having three main museums. That's the oldest of them.
Oh,
there
this
is
one's
the
the
Grand
oldest.
Egyptian and Civilization Museum.
Alright. This is the oldest museum here in Cairo.
Actually, what is it? Ancient Egypt and also ancient
Oh, that's the Cairo Tower right there.
So actually, it's ancient.
Let's go. Alright. Look at this.
That's the oldest. Whatever you're gonna see, it's all originals except for one piece. Okay, so we're gonna begin with this only copy. It's called Rosetta Stone. This one.
Oh,
that's
this
the
one?
only copy here. Whatever you're gonna see, they are all originals.
Alright.
So actually, we're gonna see this one. Then we're gonna watch a mummy. Have you watched the mummy ever? Okay, so for today we're gonna watch three of them.
Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna begin with the copy, and then with the mummy, and then we're gonna go this way. So it's what are the main new three kingdoms? Yes, in pharaonic time there are three main kingdoms. What are those? Do you remember? Old, middle, and new. So we're gonna go this way to the old kingdom. Okay. Then middle kingdom, then we'll go up to the new kingdom.
Alright.
Okay, so we're gonna go this way, and we will gonna finish our tour with this huge statue.
Okay.
So let's begin with the copy.
Okay, let's go. Nice tour guide. Diffa.
But this is for the common people, for the king.
Copy, okay? Like the original, it's in the British Museum. They
Yeah, we
are
saw
in
it.
three. Yes, they are in three languages. Okay, that's hieroglyphic. Okay, that's an abbreviation for the hieroglyphic. So hieroglyphic, it's like the official language. So they are writing on temples, on papyrus paper. It should be in hieroglyphic. That's an abbreviation. Yes, it's called Dematic, and that's Latin. So how right now we do know about this hieroglyphics? We know about it from this one because in Latin we can translate. So it's a thank you letter to the king. So we can translate from Latin because we know Latin now. We didn't know those, but we know those from this one.
Oh, okay.
So that was the key to know the hieroglyphics
Okay.
and the grammar of it and everything.
Oh.
So that's the only copy. The original, it's in British Museum. Okay?
Okay.
Let's see originals.
All right.
No more copies.
Let's go.
Yeah. So before watching the movie, let's see this one. So in order to differentiate between any royal statue, that's super important, Ali. In order to differentiate between, yes, you're gonna see the mummy, but firstly, in order to differentiate between royal statue and non-royal statue, let's look at this. That's a royal statue. It's having
Oh,
a
this-
false beard.
Okay.
Okay, a cobra in the front head. He's wearing a crown. He is having a covering for the hair called the nemes.
That's the original.
And he's having two papyrus rolls that having permissions from Upper and Lower Egypt that he will be the king of Upper and Lower Egypt in his
Oh.
hands. And he's having the left leg forward. So that means he is having the steps with heart.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a royal statue.
The beard
You're
and
gonna
the
see
cobra in the
other
head.
non-royal statues, and by the end of the tour, you will gonna differentiate between them.
Okay.
Let's see the mummy. It's called the Screaming Mummy.
Screaming mom.
Yes.
So, you see a screaming mom.
过往的王朝已经开始了，有记录，有相信文字，哪里有这些相信文字？我们
And who is this?
Yeah, mommy.
Just a mommy.
Yes. It's called Screaming Mummy.
How old is this mommy?
First time to see a mommy right here.
20th dynasty, that's a new kingdom. That's around 1,800 years ago.
This is original. Original.
Yes, original for sure. It's called Screaming Mummy because it's screaming. Wow. Let's begin from the scratch. So that was prehistoric. Okay, prehistory, I mean before the first dynasty, there was Upper and Lower Egypt, they were not unified yet. So Upper Egypt is having a ruler, Lower Egypt is having a ruler. So there, you will gonna find that there is no drawings. So by the time you will gonna find that there was an improvement in the quality, in the art, and everything. So here there is no drawings, huh? Okay, this one, they are having some. Okay, so you're gonna find some drawings. So right now, it's not only about surviving. They are having a kind of art. You will not do art while you are hungry, right? So you should be. So it's not about surviving. They are doing some art. But it seems like a child who's doing this. You know, that's not a perfect kind of art. Even the drawings, they are not so good. They are so primary. Okay, that was also prehistoric. The history begins with the first dynasty, with King Narmer, who unified Upper and you are having one history, which is this one. So let's see this one. That's from the first dynasty. Yes. So actually, it goes for King Norman. He is the king that is, I mean, the large icon. Okay. And at the top, goddess Hatful at the right and left, she is the goddess of love and a lot of things. I'm going to explain that more. So actually, this one, it was only used for grinding cosmetics at the middle. Okay, so you can find at the middle here. So actually, it's like gives you some things about what was happening. So they were having two animals. That's not real animals, but it's about it's like upper and lower Egypt.
Okay.
So both they are powerful, but the king can be controlling both of them. Okay. Yes, and at the last scene, it's a bull. So the king is having himself as a bull. So he's so strong as a bull, and he is collapsing the fortification of the enemies, and the enemies are here.
Yeah.
Yes. So that was a perfect one that we find from the first dynasty in that shape. That was 3100 BC. That's super old.
Oh, yeah.
So with
3000
this, the first
BC.
dynasty begins, Old Kingdom begins.
3000.
So let's go to the Old Kingdom, and we're gonna finish our tour by this huge statue.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go this way. King is having his cartouche, and the cartouche is holding his name.
It's called a cartouche.
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 Yes. So, if the statue was made for the king while he was alive, he would be in this shape. While if we are doing a statue for a king that he died already, he will be in Osiris' shape because he is in the afterlife. He is between Osiris' hands. Sure, he should be in Osiris. So, and what he is having in his hand is key of life. So he's having key of life. It means that he is going to have a good life in the afterlife. So let's have a Osiris position photo with this one.
Okay, go.
Eastern side, right? Kings are in their palaces in the eastern side. Okay, so right now they are going by the boat to the western side, so they can at the Giza plateau, so they can receive the bodies. They can do the mummification. After the mummification, it takes around 40 to 70 days. After the mummification, yes, they are putting the mummy inside this one, same as this one. Okay, and then inside the main sarcophagus.
Can I touch it?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Yes, sure.
Yeah.
So actually, it will be like the mummy will be inside this one, inside the main sarcophagus, inside the tomb.
Okay.
And each and every tomb, it's having two doors. You have watched one while we are in pyramids. When we go down, it was like a false door. So the false door was for the soul. They were believing in this, that human being can go from a real door. The soul only can go in and out from a false door. That's a false door.
Oh.
Yes, you cannot go inside, only the soul can go inside and out. Okay? So, they were saying that the soul, it's called Ka. These two uplifted arms, it's the Ka. It's the soul of the deceased. So that's why in any false door you're gonna find a lot of Kas. Because it's all related to the soul of the deceased. Okay? So, right now, how we can read a hieroglyphics here. So, let's search for the bird. Where's the bird? Here's the bird, huh? Here's the direction. So it will be the opposite direction, yes. Okay, so it will be from top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom. Okay, so for this one, where's the bird? Yes, you tell me how we're gonna read this one. This way, right? Because the bird's direction is this way, so we're gonna read it this way from top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like a mirror. It's everything, it's mirroring, right? That's why you are reading this way and you are reading this way.
Okay.
Different, yes, because they are mirroring each other. So without knowing what is this false door for, is it for a royal one? Is it for a king or not? I'm gonna answer this. Actually, it's not royal. Why? Because they are not having any royal characteristics.
Oh.
That's not a false beard, that's a real beard, it's a small one, made the same way. The one who builds the step pyramid. So at the beginning, they were not building the pyramids; they were only building the mastaba. At the time of this king, the establisher of the third dynasty is called King Zoser. This king, he built like 6 mastabas in each over each other. So the improvement of it was a pyramid. It was having the shape of this. It was called the bent pyramid. It goes up, and then suddenly it has an angle.
Yeah.
It takes them 100 years from the reign of King Zoser till King Khufu, the builder of the Great Pyramid. It takes them around 100 years in order to build the perfect shape of the pyramid, I mean. And for this one, we have found it, I mean, we are digging it. So that's easy. You can dig the shape of the duck, and it's okay, but it's hard to dig all the way around.
It's like embossed.
It takes more time, I mean.
And it's even. Everything is even.
Yes, exactly it is. Yes.
Like it was printed.
Yes.
It's like embossed.
Yes. So actually about the colors, all colors related to Middle Kingdom is not that colorful. When we go to the New Kingdom, you're gonna see a lot of colors. But
Yeah.
the New Kingdom, because
You know
it's
how
really
hard this is?
so old, so
Because it was maple.
like good colors.
Right here, you see.
Yes. So because it's but it's still having colors. Can you see green, yellow, red? But it's still having colors. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. Let's take a photo with this false door. It's a nice false door, by the way.
Photo, go.
Farming. Okay, so that's a farming. That's a fishing. So that's a daily life scene. For sure, it doesn't go for any king. That's for the average person. Okay.
Farming and hunting, right there.
Yes, sure.
Drawings on the walls. Nice. Oh.
Behind his head from this position, can you see any? No, come here in front of him. Yes. Can you see any bird at the back of his head? No, right? So come here.
Nice.
Goddess Hathor also we have watched it at the top of an armor ballad. It was Goddess Hathor. So here's the King Menkaura, the one who builds the third pyramid, the small one. It's called King Menkaura. By the way, from a papyrus from a supervisor for the workers, he is saying that King Menkaura, he was the beloved one more than his father and his grandfather. Okay, and he is having 42 of these statues, each and every province. So each and every province is having the same statue. So they were having 42 of them, and that's like a symbol for the province. So it's different all the time. Yes, yes, whatever province. Really. So let's see this. So that's a daily life scene. This woman, she is doing the beer. Okay, so yes, they are doing a beer here. So it's same like us. This one actually, he is preparing a goose, and here cleaning a jar. And this woman, same like us, she got bored while she is waiting for the bread to be out. So when we get bored, we do like this, right? So she is getting bored, she is waiting for the bread, same like this woman. She is getting bored, she is waiting for the bread in order to be cooked. So yeah, so that is called servant statues or daily life statues. So that's for daily life, that's not royals. Okay?
They're getting bored even in the treetops. See in the picture.
reign of King Usurkab. Why the old kingdom begins to collapse? Because the province rulers, they were much more powerful than the king. They were much more rich than the king. So that's why they are taking much more control over the country. So that's why it's collapsed. And again, it was Lower Egypt and Upper Egypt. Okay, they are separated again in the Old Kingdom. But before going to the Middle Kingdom, let's see some non-royal statues. Without the copper, that's why it's having a green. So if you left the copper, it will be green after years. Okay, so he's called King Bibi II, and he was the last king in the Old Kingdom. He was the last one, and by the end of his reign, there was a revolution, and the Old Kingdom collapsed. And why actually it collapsed at this king time? Because actually he ruled for more than 90 years. He lived more than 100 years, so he ruled more than 90 years. That was too much.
That's too much.
So that leads to a revolution at the end of his era, and the Old Kingdom all collapsed. So before moving to the Middle Kingdom, let's see this one. That's a servant I do like her style and her bags. She's having two bags. Okay? The colors of the bag, can you see? It's the same like Gucci. Really it is. It's a servant statue, it's not that important, but I'm speaking about the colors. Can you see the back of it? Impressive one.
Oh yeah.
You see like Gucci.
Yeah, the green. The green stripe.
It's actually fashionable for an old age.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Green stripe. And red. Gucci.
Oh yeah, the green.
We're having some wooden, some wooden statues. But that's the best of them. If you look at the eyes, it's having something like real eyes.
Yeah, it looks
right?